Thank you very much, Kurtullah class. And for our final presenters, can we give a loud salawat? Damish. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
It is reported that when Amir al-Mu'mineen was born, the Prophet ﷺ was 30 years old. The Prophet loved Ali so much that he requested Ali's mother to keep the infant's cradle near his bed. The Prophet took upon himself a major part of Ali's upbringing. He used to bath him, feed him, and rock his cradle during nights. He used to converse with him in childish language. He used to make Ali sleep on his chest and used to declare, "This is my brother, my friend, my support, my legacy, my protector, my son-in-law, my successor, my daughter's husband, and the executor of my trust." The Prophet often carried him on his shoulder into hills and valleys.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Yazid ibn Qanab narrates, I, along with Ibn Abbas and some members of the clan of Abd al-Uzza, were sitting near the holy precinct of Kaaba when we saw Ali's mother, who was then in the 9th month of her pregnancy. She appeared to be suffering the pangs of birth, and she was praying, "O Lord, I believe in you, your prophets and the scriptures revealed by you. I do affirm your covenant with my ancestor, Prophet Abraham. I affirm that it was he, Abraham, who constructed the holy precinct of Kaaba. I beseech you in the name of the builder of the holy Kaaba, and I beseech you in the name of the one who is in my womb. Please make his birth easy." Yazid ibn Qanab narrates further, "We saw the wall of Kaaba splitting open, and Fatima binti Asad entered into there and disappeared from our sight. The two sides of the cracked wall were miraculously joined together. We wanted to open the lock of the door, but could not open the lock in spite of our hectic and repeated efforts. We then realized that whatever had happened was due to the will of God. After 4 days, Fatima emerged from inside the Kaaba and said, I have become superior to and get precedence over all women. Muzahim's daughter, Asiya, had to pray secretly because only Fred could make one prayer pray secretly in such a holy place. Imran's daughter, Mary, shook the dry stalk of a date tree, and miraculously fresh dates fell from the tree, and she ate those dates. When I entered the precinct of Kaaba, I ate the fruits sent from heaven. When I wished to come out of the Kaaba, a voice proclaimed, O Fatima, the name of this your child shall be Ali, for he is high and exalted. God Almighty said, I have named him after one of my names, and I have imbibed my culture and etiquettes in him. I have endowed him with my wisdom, for he is the one who will remove the idols from the precinct of Kaaba. He will give the call for prayer, Adhan, from the roof of the Kaaba, and he will glorify me. Fortunate is he who adores him and obeys his commands. Wretched and unfortunate is the one who harbors enmity towards him and disobeys him.
The Prophet ﷺ said, those who adore Ali wholeheartedly would earn a third of the rewards of this community. Those who adore Ali for him, through their speech, shall earn 2/3 of the rewards of this community. Those who adore Ali wholeheartedly, those who adore Ali wholeheartedly express their love for him through their speech and support him through their deeds, shall be entitled to the entire reward of this community. Gabriel informs me how fortunate is he who loves Ali during his life and after his death.
The virtues of a Shia of Ali alayhi salam. Jabir al-Jufi said that Abu Ja'far told him, O Jabir, tell those who call themselves Shia that it is not enough if they merely claim to love us and the members of our family. By God, Our Shia is one who is pious, virtuous, and obeys God's commandments implicitly. Our Shia are recognized for their simplicity, humbleness, and trustworthiness. They constantly chant the glory of God. They constantly pray and fast. They are courteous towards their parents. They consider themselves responsible for the welfare of the destitute of the orphans.
Proclaiming and publicizing the virtues of Imam Ali. Yahya al-Basri said that Muhammad ibn Zakaria, the gems merchant, heard from Muhammad ibn Imara, who heard his father say that he heard Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam say that he heard from his father Imam Baqir alayhi salam who said that he heard from his forefathers who reported that the Prophet had said, God has invested Ali with innumerable virtues. Whoever affirms and recounts even one of those countless virtues of Ali, God will forgive his past and future sins, even if they were to be the most horrendous sins. Whoever writes a single virtue of Ali, angels will pray for his forgiveness as long as that writing remains uneffaced. Whoever listens to the virtues of Ali, his sins committed through hearing will be forgiven. Whoever looks at anything upon which the virtues of Ali are described, God will forgive his sins committed through his eyes. The Prophet then said, looking at Ali is worship. The faith of a person will not be accepted without a belief in the guardianship of Ali and without refuting his enemies.
Had there been no fear that people would say so. Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari relates that after the conquest of Khaybar, when Ali alayhi salam came to him and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told Ali, had there not been the fear that some people from my community would say about you what people have said in the past about Jesus, son of Mary, I would have extolled your virtues so much that people would pick up the dust from under your feet and the water flowing from your ablutions to treasure it as a cure for everything. But suffices that you are from me and I am from you. You would inherit from me and I would inherit from you. You are to me what Aaron was to Moses, except that there shall be no prophets after me. You would be my trustee to discharge my debts, and you would be the one who would fight for establishing the tradition set up by me. On doomsday, you would be my nominee at the fountain of Kawthar.
The importance of prayer in the eyes of Ali. Ali alayhi salam never forsook his prayers. Never did he miss his prayers even once. Even on the occasion of the night of the most fierce fighting, he performed his night prayers. During the Battle of Siffin, he was frequently looking at the sun. Ibn Abbas asked, Ali, what are you doing? Imam Ali alayhi salam replied, I'm watching if the time of day for midday prayers has arrived. Ibn Abbas asked, is this the time during the fierce battle to think of prayers? Imam Ali alayhi salam replied, what are we fighting for? Is it not to establish the remembrance of God through prayer? Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you everyone for your contributions to this project today. I'm sure we've learned so much about Imam Ali. Can we all give another immense salawat for our madrasa students?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali